wonderful way to start the day as Michelle. And we're naming this filly Wisdom, and it's the best we've seen her, actually, the calmest we've seen her. And she yesterday was kind of snapping her head back and forth, and today Michelle's getting her to not snap her head back and forth and really, there we go, relax into that touch more. It's brilliant. I think she's such a stunning individual. Michelle's not too bad either.
I know, it was awfully close. Yes, I know. It was close, but you survived.
You're just going to take, I think purple will look good on you.
Yeah, it will.
Well, this one's going to fit.
This will fit that you, darling.
Whoever did that chin strap took it too much.
I put it up nice and high, and I think it won't go on. There we go. And then I always like to just step back and let them
explore.
You want to play with that? At least know it's on your head.
First step will be this way, release, hold, release, hold. I'm going to ask her to come over. See that right foot will come this way, release.
In the seat now, anything.
Release, there. These are the babies that hold, release, so she stays. And pet her.
Nice head drop.
So check it out. Where are you standing?
Has she been over the top?
No.
No. So this is her getting used to it and comfortable and figuring things out and picking her feet up. And this really is brilliant. I missed most of what Liv's doing, but if you had seen yesterday, so she's standing in the optimum place. Look at this. There's space all around this filly, and she's accepting the hands. Has she had two hands on her yet?
No.
You want to try that? Introduce the second hand?
It was so cute.
Didn't work so well. See Liv do a nice introduction with the second hand. And if she can, she'll bring the second hand in. If she can't, she won't, so that she doesn't cause this filly to move. So that's a hint. If you can't do it, don't get her to turn. Okay, if you can, you'll come in at the area she likes the most with that second hand, right? So try, if you can, try it again.
Yeah.
And even change the way you're positioned or angled,
Yeah.
so that you can feel where to come in. Okay? So it's these little things we have to think about that people take for granted, having two hands on a horse. But these guys will tell you if it's okay or not okay, and it has to be the back of the hand, and then gently turn the hand over, asking if you can touch the body and where you may touch the body. You're looking for that nice soft eye, and the ears are just paying attention to Liv. And you're looking for a great touch of mutual grooming and circular motions, and that went a lot better. And you can still see there she didn't miss a beat, and she looks a lot better. Yeah, remember, watch her nose. So you got a little fixated on it, because as soon as you got fixated, she started to get antsy.
Right.
So the key would be that your mindset stays the same, and that you don't go on a focused goal. That's it. Exactly. Let her get used to that second hand on there, and find a good place to praise her with the second hand just on this pole, ultimately. Yeah. So baby steps even, just there. There we go. Okay, we found something that Brack's good at. He's the butt scratcher today. Philly seems to like this. So that is actually her first touch, and we are capturing it, which is really neat. Smile.
It's so exciting.
He's got his halter on today, he's got his horseman's rope on, because he's a little tougher to the left side, this near side. So the horseman's rope is encouraging him to let Deb groom, and it's his first grooming piece, and you're just seeing her work this out. So the key is to ask him to stay, and then go soft and walk with him if he were, and then you would block him with your body language to just say stop there. And that's how you can keep your hand very soft on the horseman's rope. These moves are working pretty well with Julia's little fellow. And it's pretty neat because it's a different move, but it's very smooth. And we're just asking him to stand there and get comfortable with movements around him ultimately. He's had a touch, but we're looking for the touch and the hand grooming today. So if we can get him comfy with the movement, it will actually help us when it comes down to the first touch and touching. Nice, we've just got the hand on a pause. Good job.
Good
There
time.
we go. So here's Grace with a little Sunday. We're just actually doing farrier positions which will help her out and improve things for the farrier, where she's giving, so she's yielding, she's accepting the pressure. She's holding her foot up, she's learning the balance, and it's a really good exercise for youngsters. So she's close to 7 months old. There we go. That was actually very nice. And then when she relaxes, we put it down. There we go. That's pretty neat.
She's giving it more than I'm.
Yeah, and I believe she's only actually had the farrier once, so this is a really neat thing for her. Perfect. She looks really relaxed with it. So it's good teamwork introducing two people. She lifts her legs beautifully. Well done. See? There. So you've got to feel her foot to see what she's capable of doing. There we go. And little fits in there. Easy, soft. Soft. Keep the toe. Ah, nice. And then you can, if she needs a rest, you put it down, and if you don't think she needs a rest, you do exactly this, nice and soft. That's it, and let her go before you feel. There we go, so Ursula's touching her. This filly actually loves the neck touched and loves it quite firm. It's like a bit of a massage. It's really neat. A little habit she started to get into somewhat is just tweaking her butt and showing it. And so what we have is our little pole, and it's more for protection, nothing more than to actually have an extension of the arm and maybe aim it at the hips to show she needs to yield. You have to teach them to yield, and it may come up where I can show it to you. But the stick you're just seeing as a protection more than anything. That's it. So then you've got the choice, you can visualize. That's one idea. The other one, with the right hand that you're asking, put the left hand on the pole as you're using the hand. There you go. And that usually worked. He kind of liked it, even if it's a minor try. So you remember, he may go up, left, right, back, forward. But it's not until you get that minor try to the bottom. And it takes a little while. And maybe that's the only head drop you'll do. There. And you even finish there. Yeah, we're finding the things they like. So horseman's rope, and you can see Liv's feet just here, and she's just stepped on it. I need to show you guys this. And we all often step back so that they get to feel this rope, and if they're going to respond, we're safe. And it's just dangling by the feet and the legs, and it's pretty neat. And then we can start using the horseman's rope.
An angle. Step. Good. Okay. Now we're going to come around.
Now I feel like you're too far back there. Right? So I gotta get him going.
It's our first time out. Couldn't capture the coming through the gates, but so far Charm is doing great. We have a lead horse, Jazz. They're not really following the guidance, but they are at least stepping out, and our aim is to get our forward. I think he's beautiful, this guy. Here he is walking out also. We're looking for forward, slow stop, and maybe some left and right. And once they walk out for the first time, they can then be led to their stalls tonight. But this is looking pretty peachy right now. Let's hope it stays that way.